Yeah, straight.
Dude, they fucking power null me. Okay.
This nigga.
Alright, anyways.
Yeah, hold on. I'll announce it. Give me a sec. Somewhere else.
Forca, you really sold that game because you use Cupid, by the way. I just want you to know.
You're a troll.
You're playing the worst parts of the game. That's like the equivalent of Yoshi using Loki.
Yeah. All right. Are we ready?
Dude, I'm ready.
All right, that's fine. Wait, before we start, are you fine with Tamaki judging?
Mickey?
What?
I mean, sure, I guess. I don't really care.
And no, it's not going to be live, by the way. I just want that to get very clear.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
I will not listen live. I guarantee you.
Yeah, that's
No,
fine.
I really don't care after that.
Yeah, I'm just letting you know. I don't want you to be like, all right, what's your judgment? I'm like, I was not listening. And then it's going to go bad.
Yeah, you can start.
Okay. So, basically, Todo, when he like fought alongside Yuji, do you agree they're relative?
I agree that they were fighting in sync. I don't know about relative though.
What do you mean they're fighting in sync? Like, are you saying like one was like slowing down to like meet the other in terms of speed?
Yeah, I mean, I guess that could be the case. I'm just saying that it's like consistent with Yuji just being stronger.
When you say stronger, what do you mean?
As in like, what? It's like stronger. Like,
Yeah, like more AP. Like, what do you mean?
yeah, I guess, yeah.
Well, in terms of speed, do you see an issue with them being comparable?
No, not really.
Okay. Where do I want to go with this? Let's just go. Yuji's relative to fucking Megami.
Wait, can you see the scans channel?
Scans? Yeah. Wait.
Uh,
I don't see a scan. Oh, I see a scans channel. Yeah, I'm in there.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay.
You said he's relative to Megami?
Yeah.
Which one?
Like at the start of Shibuya when they fight against Awasaka.
Yeah, you can take that.
Okay. And then Megami, once he used his domain and he was like tired out, Toji went for him instead of Naobito. And Toji bares his fangs at the strongest round. Okay, so he's over Naobito. And then Naobito speed blitz Jogo.
I mean, that's fine. I mean, I don't really think it's speed blitz. More the fact that like Jogo was surprised by the fact that I'm gonna just call it FPS. But I feel like we both know what curse technique I'm talking about.
Yeah, projection sorcery.
By the fact, he was just surprised by the fact that projection sorcery is essentially just teleportation.
It's not teleportation.
Where you skip frames.
You don't skip frame. I mean, you're not skipping frames. It's just that your movement is in frames. Like you still have physical movement speed. Like people can react to projection sorcery regardless.
Bubblez. Projection sorcery is essentially that you're just running, and then if you align with the set steps, you do skip some frames. It's flat out stated.
If you what? Sorry, can you repeat that? You lagged a little bit.
Okay. Let's say, wait, is my mic like cutting out?
No, it might have been my Wi-Fi. You just kind of like lagged a little second.
Oh, I said what's called. Let's say you're like running out in that straight step, right? Let's say you're running in a straight line because you have these aligned steps, right? Because you meet the requirements of projection sorcery, you get to skip some frames. Frames is what they identify as movements, essentially.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
well, yeah.
It's like teleportation in a way.
It's not teleportation. I mean, it does it would look weird visually, but we do as like humans, the way our vision works is basically perceive stuff in frames already. Like our vision is just in like 60 FPS because like brain like sends pictures to our brain rapidly that for movements. Projection sorcery is like weird and it makes stuff look strange, but you can still react to it regardless. And Jogo is incapable of reacting.
Well, hold on. I'll just pull it out.
What'd you say?
I'll just pull it out. Hold on.
What are you trying to get?
Just give me a second. By the way, can you hear me? Like at some point when my mic cuts out, just let me know. I'm trying to.
Yeah, you're not cutting out.
Yeah. Give me a second. Yeah, so here's this thing. Let me post it. You said he got blitzed by projection sorcery?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, that's fine. I'm fine with the fact that he gets blitzed by projection sorcery.
Okay, so then
But this is a fatigued Jogo though.
fatigue Jogo. Why is he fatigued?
He just came out of a fight with Gojo.
Came out of a fight with Gojo.
Yeah.
Yeah, can you prove that was enough to like actually fatigue him?
Well, he's able to react to the fastest sorcerer within the verse, and now he's not able to react with the second. So clearly,
You mean he reacted to Gojo?
Yeah.
He was not really reacting to Gojo, bro. He's getting pretty fucked up in that fight.
I'll show you that he was reacting to Gojo. Give me a sec. What chapter is it? Like 20? Hold on. It's earlier than that. Damn, my shit is lagging. Hold on. Oh, yes, look in scans. So Jogo goes for a hit, right? And what's it called? When he tries to connect his hit, Gojo's able to like grab his arm, but before he makes like a full fist motion and pulls it like he did before, Jogo's already cut his own arm off with his other hand. So he's able to react to Gojo.
Oh yeah, that's just Gojo reaching out and grabbing his arm. That's not like Gojo like throwing out an attack.
Well, Gojo always does. When Gojo fights Jogo, he always like goes for the arm grab into like cracking it, right?
Wait, do you think Gojo is going all out here?
What'd you say?
I said, do you think Gojo is going all out here?
Yeah.
No, that wouldn't make any sense because Gojo skills Sukuna and Sukuna's above Jogo.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Sukuna was way faster than Jogo, and Gojo skills Sukuna. So.
Yeah, that's fine.
So okay, Jogo obviously isn't reacting to a full speed Gojo.
Well, no, he could still react to a full speed Gojo. I'm not saying that they're relative or like equal. I'm just saying
no, but Gojo should be blitzing him because Gojo is relative to a stronger Sukuna that was blitzing Jogo.
Sorry, wait, repeat what you said.
Gojo is relative to 20-finger Sukuna. 15-finger Sukuna was fucking up Jogo.
Yeah, but that's a stronger Gojo that is able to react to it.
Why is he stronger?
Because he just got done with this fight.
Why does him getting done with this fight mean he's stronger?
Because when sorcerers get into a fight, win or loss, regardless, they become stronger.
Are you talking about Todo's statement?
Yeah.
Okay, I don't think that has to mean like literal physical stats.
No, it's referring to like sorcerers.
Yeah, I know it's referring to sorcerers, but do you think like... Here, let me be what I'm talking about.
I think that stronger just identifies as like being able to like, I guess, do more or like physically stronger. However, like a line it goes with, he is clearly like a different man from the one that we saw in that fight.
Well, no, it doesn't have to mean like physical. Stronger can mean a lot of things.
Well, the Oxford definition is referring to like
all Todo says is that we grow.
Yeah, grow in strength or becomes more.
No, he doesn't say grow in strength. He just says we grow. And he's talking about experiences that you have. So it can literally mean like you grow as like in terms of like knowledge or as a person because you acquired experience.
Hold on. Let me pull out the.
Yo, Forca, I ain't trying to interrupt, right? But like, fucking nobody can hear you, bro.
Yeah, but I say he is kind of quiet.
Oh yeah, hold on. Let me turn on my mic.
Yeah, I just posted the scan if you want it. It's chapter 54.
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yeah, it's good. But yeah, it's chapter 54. I just
All right,
posted
hold
it.
on 1 sec. Hold on, my mic is being extremely weird. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, you're good.
All right, 54. Hold on. Oh yeah, sorry. Yeah, that's fine. So the statement before itself, right, is he like flat out states that wait, let me see your scan before if it's the same one. Yeah, that's fine. So the scan before that panel that you posted is him saying essentially to get stronger or to acquire strength is dictated by accumulation of results, regardless of when. Who the fuck serving muted me? Oh my bad. Regardless on if you become stronger, what's called regardless of if you win or lose, you still become stronger. So he flat out says, in order for you to even get stronger, you have to fight, and it doesn't really matter if you win or lose the fight. You grow in strength. He's not talking about like growing in knowledge because knowledge doesn't correlate to strength. What he's talking about is you getting stronger.
Okay, well, but it's phrased is that strength is dictated by results, right? And he says we
Right.
grow regardless, but what he means by grow is like vague because first of all, stronger doesn't always just mean like
there's a natural law of like if you keep like lifting, right? If you keep lifting weights, your body's gonna become more like your body's gonna go damn what the fuck your body's gonna become more physical strong in order for you to be able to like lift even more weights. Like,
not
if you
always
keep repeating the same process.
Not always, no.
Yeah, obviously, yeah. You're right. There's a limit, but they're not asserting that there's a limit in this fictional verse.
Well, not only is there a limit, but not every workout makes you stronger as well. It has to be like
fine,
properly planned and shit.
Lifting weight. Yeah, I'm talking about lifting weights though.
Yeah, no, I'm talking about lifting weights too. Like, not every like
Bubblez.
lifting session makes you stronger.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
At
Because
some
if you don't
point it does,
properly
you're gonna be limited,
if you don't properly manage like the amount of load you put on your body or whatever, it won't make you stronger. Like just the act of lifting weights alone won't always make you stronger. It typically does, especially if you're like new to it. Then it almost always will. But like just lifting weights in itself does not just immediately make you stronger.
Bubblez, if you got good form and you keep eating, right? And like you keep lifting weights, you're gonna have more strength because you're gonna grow larger and your body and never mind, this is not a fucking like gym debate. Anyways, right? What he's saying is, right, in order for you to get stronger, you have to fight. And for you to fight, even if you win or lose, you become stronger. I feel like we've argued this point in life. We can just leave it to the judge.
Well, yeah, no, but you understand that stronger can mean more than just your physical stats, right? Like because when you fight, you're gaining experience.
Strength. In this context, is referring to strength. They're not talking about experience.
Wait, no, but you said strength is referring to strength. Like I'm contesting what strength means, right? Strength can mean a lot of things. And in this case, he's saying that they're gaining experience of combat, which is a very valuable thing to have.
Where does he say that?
Okay, he doesn't like directly say like, "Oh, you gained experience of combat," but he's talking about how they all had like fights that are goodwill and shit, right? So obviously, like, experience of combat is a valuable. Right. Yeah, but stronger is vague.
That's fine, but listen, you're not understanding. Like, experience in combat just aligns with what I'm saying, right? They grow in strength after the results of just having.
What does strength mean?
Like force, I guess, like physical force.
Why? Why does it mean that?
Because he's talking about how to get stronger.
That's circular.
What?
That's hella circular. What the fuck?
Okay. Well, the definition of strength is the quality of being physically strong. So if
that's one definition.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, that's the Oxford definition.
Yeah, and Oxford usually has multiple definitions.
Yeah, and that's fine.
And that's the thing. One second.
Okay, but you always did he define? You guys hear me? Tamaki, is that you?
Bubbles is now deafened, so it's now time for the halftime show. So for the halftime show, we're going
Are
to
you
be
gonna strip?
No, we're going to be discussing Reaper and his allegations with not sending me what he told me he's going to send me. Okay, so Reaper, I know you're in chat. All right, you want me to say? I'll say the word if you want, Maya, but that's not the allegations I'm here for today.
Yeah,
Oh
sorry
my
about
god,
that.
it's the guy from Barnes and Noble. So you guys are back.
Yeah, my bad.
So,
So-
yes, when we look up definitions, we always follow the denotation, right? But even then, like both the definitions of strength, both the denotation and the description itself is it's referring to the fact that either you grow physically stronger or you grow physically stronger to be able to move an object. So both the definitions align with the fact of what Todo is saying. Todo is saying that what's called growing stronger is the result of you fighting.
No, because wait, can you link the thing you're getting from Oxford Dictionary?
Yeah, that's fine.
Because I'm looking at stuff and I'm seeing that strong has like several definitions, you know. Because strong does mean a lot of things in different like contexts, you know. And I'm not saying that this is what it. Oh, here, the ability. What?
Hold on, nah, I screenshotted the wrong one. Here you go. Having the power to move heavy weights or perform other physical demanding tasks, able to withstand force, pressure, or water. Both of them are talking about you having the strength to do something, and stronger is having more strength.
Yeah, and then if you go down, like I said, there's multiple definitions. A good or beneficial quality or attribute of a person or thing.
Right.
Beneficial quality being experience.
That's no, quality is not referring to experience. You when you don't refer to like this nigga has more experience, therefore he's like what's called stronger. In the context that wait, actually it's just we just you want to just drop this point and like don't drop this point, but like leave this to the judge. No, leave it to the judge and move on. I don't want to send an argument.
But if you're saying this means that their physical strength increased, I was talking about speed. So how does this mean Gojo got faster?
Well, you lose. What'd you say?
Your definition says physical strength. How does this mean Gojo got faster?
Well, you kicked yourself off the fucking ground to run, right?
But combat speed.
Yeah, that's fine. You still kick yourself off the ground to run, right?
Yeah, okay, but we're not talking about like travel speed.
Well, in order for you to move, you have to carry your own weight.
Sure, but we're still talking about combat speed.
So
can you prove his combat speed got faster?
Fine. Well, does he move when he's in a combat?
Dude, we're talking about his hand speed. The feat you post is him reacting to Gojo reaching out.
Yeah, he's moving his hand, is he not?
Sure.
That's fine. So then he's just
did that get faster?
Yes, it did. Yeah.
Based on because you said he got physically stronger.
Yeah, based on the fact that if he's physically stronger, he should be able to swing his arm with no problem. It should be able to.
Wait, when you get prove every time you get stronger, you get faster.
Well, I just gave you like. You kind of agree with like what I mean by like essentially.
No, because there's a difference between strength and like power output, if that makes sense, right? Fine. Like the rate at which you can develop force and the amount of force you're able to output are separate. So like your speed is based on like how quickly you can develop. Wait, no, let me finish. The like the rate at which you can develop like quick force determines speed, whereas like overall strength is like strength. You know.
Repeat yourself.
What do you say?
Repeat yourself.
Okay. The like rate that you can develop like quick force determines your like speed and like explosiveness, but then your like overall strength is what determines your just like like overall power, I guess, or like strength. Wait, you get what I'm saying, right? Like
are you arguing that like he got physically faster, but that doesn't mean and like physically stronger, but that doesn't mean he got faster. But like his
yes. It doesn't have to mean that.
Is that what you're arguing?
It doesn't have to mean that, yeah.
I mean,
wait, am I hella loud? Hold up, let me turn it down.
Yeah, you're kind of loud. I mean, that's fine. That just supports the fact that like Jogo just got slower because of like the fact that he's fatigued.
No, wait, you're not understanding what I'm saying. There's no proof that Gojo got faster.
I mean, like swinging his arms faster. I'm fine with that. Like I'm fine with the fact that he didn't get faster by swinging his arms, right? But I'm saying like it just supports the fact that like Jogo just got fatigued after the fight.
How does it support that?
Because he's able to react to Gojo now, but he's not able to react to Sukuna later. And if they're both relative or equal, it just supports the fact that Jogo is like slower. And because he's fatigued because he's slower.
That's just your interpretation. Because the thing is, it's like Jogo didn't even really take that much damage against Gojo.
He lost an arm. Like 2 times.
Curses lose arms all the time, bro. What the fuck?
That's fine, but
you're giving this weird interpretation that he got like massively slower or whatever. When the real solution is just Gojo was not going all out, because you know that Sukuna says that like the special grade at the start of the series, him like regenerating an arm was like child's play.
Wait, hold on. I'm just gonna ban somebody real quick. Hold on.
Okay.
All right, there you go. Repeat what you said.
You know that Sukuna says that like the special grade at the very start of the series from like chapter 8, him regenerating like every single one of his limbs, he said it's like not impressive and then it's like easy for him to do.
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay.
Yeah, but him losing his arm,
people like Hanami
him losing his arm could just affect him mentally to the point where he's not able to operate at the same state.
Jogo?
Yeah.
But he just regrows it. Why would it affect him mentally?
Because now he fights somebody on the same level and he cannot deal with the fact that he has to on his own.
Can you prove he got like mentally affected between the Jogo or between the Gojo and Sukuna fight?
Yes, the fact that he cannot react to Sukuna, but he can react to Gojo. We can leave this.
You can't prove. Wait. You can't prove that's any more likely than Gojo's just holding back.
Yeah, we could just leave this point to the judge.
You gave no extra support though, but okay, that's fine.
Okay, that's fine. I'm just gonna AP, right? So he's just flat out stated to be like seven finger level. But if Kenjaku's generous,
Geto said that was like jacking him off.
What'd you say?
Geto said that he was like kind of like jerking off Jogo's power when he said he was 7 finger level.
No, he said that was if he was being generous, he was 8 or 9.
Yeah, being generous. So he's being generous to Jogo.
Wait, Bubblez. That means at a baseline, he should be 7 levels. 7 fingers, my bad.
No, because he's saying it's generous to say he's 7 fingers.
Generosity would give more than what it usually is at. So if the usual should be like 7, the generosity is like 8 or 9 or 10, right?
You can't prove that's what he means though.
Well, he flat
because you know it's stated. You know it's stated. You know it's stated he's around 3 finger level, right?
No, it's stated that he's stronger than 3 finger.
Is it?
Yeah.
Wait a minute. I haven't looked at that statement in a while. 1 second. I might be lying. Hold on, let me check the statement.
No, I think I have it here somewhere. Is it here? Channel. Oh yeah, here I got you.
Oh well, yeah. Here's what like the Does the Mahito say this thing?
Yeah, Milky already posted it. Yeah. So he said his crest energy level should be even less than Jogo's, and at the point Sukuna had 3 fingers.
Yeah, you know that Jogo can't use all of his cursed energy, right?
Jogo? Why?
Yeah, okay. You know how Sukuna says that he should like he needs to like let loose more and just like and if he did, he would be much stronger.
What'd you say?
Sukuna says that Jogo should like let loose more, and if he did, he would become much stronger.
So he said she should let loose more to like grow stronger. He's not saying to get. Yeah, he's saying to grow stronger, as like he's limiting himself because he has
I
the
agree.
potential to be growing. Yeah.
So well,
that doesn't mean that he's not using. That doesn't
No,
mean he's not using.
I can explain why it means
Okay,
that.
but wait, Bubbles. That doesn't mean that he's not like at a base form like Seven Fingers. He's just saying
No.
that you have the potential of being
Okay.
above Seven Fingers.
Okay, no,
But-
I'll explain why. Like, I think it means his curse energy is limited, right? So when people are like being like more reserved in JJK, we've seen it limits them. Like Hanami, when he didn't love fighting against Yuji and Todo, it limited his soul, and he was much weaker. And then like Mahito even said, I think you're much stronger. And when he started like letting loose more and enjoying fighting, he started getting stronger. So I think in the same way, Jogo is like too reserved and it's limiting his soul. So he can't use like the full amount of his cursed energy. So people may sense that like, wow, Jogo's on this level, but he can't use all of that power. So he's like actually weak.
Well, if they're sensing just him being on that level, right? That would just mean like Jogo at his casual state would be 7. And why he's not being like, why he's not reserving his power is because he had literally no reason to hold back. He had to go all out to make sure that Sukuna should be on their side. He used everything in his arsenal, which is why it makes sense for him not to hold back. Clearly, he was going.
I'm not saying he's holding back. It's just that like when you're like,
So
I'm not saying he's like no. I'm not saying he's like intentionally like holding back, but it's like he's limited in what he's capable of doing. Like, do you understand the difference between like holding back and being like limited? If that makes sense.
Why is he limited?
I just went over the argument. It's the same thing as Hanami. You know how Hanami was limited when he was fighting before he like took his second arm out and started like enjoying fighting.
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing's happening to Jogo.
Wait. Repeat yourself.
You know how Hanami was weakened before he like started cutting loose and enjoying fighting?
Yeah.
Yeah, the same thing's happening to Jogo.
Why?
Okay, I gave you the argument. Sukuna says that he should cut loose more and he'd become stronger. And we see the example of with Hanami when Hanami. Let me finish. When Hanami is being like reserved, he's weakened and he can't use all of his cursed energy. Jogo is being reserved. Therefore, a similar thing is happening that happened with Hanami. Well, and in JJK, there's like many examples of people being like too reserved and it makes them weaker.
That's fine, but that doesn't apply to Jogo. Also, we identified stronger as having like more knowledge. Why does it not? Do you mean that like he has the potential of having more knowledge and not strength?
I never said stronger in every case means more knowledge.
No, you did say stronger in every case makes knowledge.
I never said every case. I just said what it meant there was vague.
The only time we identified stronger earlier, like in the debate, is you saying that he has more knowledge. That's what stronger means.
No, I just asked you what it meant in that case because, I never said it always means that. I said it's one of the definitions.
Okay, so what you're arguing is that he is essentially limited at this point, but he has the potential of going stronger. Yeah,
similar to Hanami. And also another example, Megami, when he was being limited, he was being too reserved.
Justified in Jogo's. Why is he more reserved?
It's a consistent thing throughout the series that when people are reserved, they're weakened. Like with Megami. Megami had the same issue.
Okay, but why does this apply to Jogo? It can apply to them, but not Jogo. That's a generalization fallacy.
It's not a generalization thing. If we can observe that it's consistent throughout the series, then you already made the argument. I'm responding to it.
Hold on. Wait, Bubbles. You're saying just because that's the case for these set characters, it has to be the case for Jogo. He's not saying you're restricted. He's not saying you're limited. All he's saying is you're strong, but if you stop worrying, you could be even stronger. That's all Sukuna is saying.
Well, you know the reason that it weakened Hanami, right? You know how like the soul works and how your soul is like your core of cursed energy?
Yeah. Why is Jogo's soul weaker?
Because here, let me get what I'm talking about.
Sorry, what'd you say?
I said let me just grab this again.
All right.
Here. Mahito was talking about how humans and curses both have like impulses or whatever, right?
Wait, repeat yourself.
Okay, so Mahito's talking about how like humans and curses both have like impulses, but when you like deny your like inner impulses or whatever, and are being like reserved, like we've been talking about, your spirit gets constrained. And he says that he thinks Hanami's much stronger, and since it's a consistent thing throughout the series, and it works off something that everyone uses, the soul, we can say it should apply to.
Okay. Wait, talk slower. Yeah, you're like lagging for me.
Oh, okay.
All right, go ahead.
Basically, how much of that do you hear?
Literally nothing, bro. You like skipped for me.
Oh, okay. Basically, the reason Hanami gets weaker is because his soul gets constrained, and the soul is related to cursed energy output. So, because everyone's cursed energy is related to their soul, it all is like, for everybody, it's their core of cursed energy or whatever. If your soul gets constrained, you get weakened, and we see that's consistent throughout the series.
Right. But what Mahito is talking about is like what's called fighting in general. He's saying when you start denying your own like impulses, which is essentially like actions, you become restricted in a way. Jogo used everything in his arsenal. He even used his strongest technique to make sure that he can possibly grant a hit against Jogo. What's his name? Sukuna. He used everything in his arsenal. He is not being restricted in no way. And there's no mention of him being restricted in power.
No, it is mentioned that he's being restricted.
Where?
You said specifically in power, right?
Yeah.
Well, it doesn't directly say that, but it's certainly implied by what Sukuna says. Because regardless of what you think that, like, oh, he used all his stuff or whatever. Here, let me post this. Straight up, Sukuna says he should have just like been like more unleashed. You should have burnt everything you desire to a cinder without thinking to reach the heights of Satoru Gojo and not worry about the future identity. So his cursed energy is very high. It's just his like his ability to use all of it isn't there.
This is all about the damn, what the fuck? This is about the potential thing that I explained earlier. He's just saying like if you stop like comparing yourself to the people around you, that you should have been you could have been stronger by simply like being lone wolf and just destroying everything in your path. Having the mentality and ego to do so is what makes like Sukuna and Gojo at that level. That's what he's saying. He's not saying that you're restricting yourself in this fight. He's just saying in general, like you should go on your own way and just fight niggas. That is essentially what he's saying. But I feel like we've like over argued this point like too much. We could just move on.
Okay, sure.
Yeah. So domain as well. I mean, like he has a domain. I mean, the short hit effect, just one hit, because he's gonna use simple domain. I'm guessing you're gonna argue, right? That doesn't change the fact that like they would essentially just be inside of his domain, and he could just use Maximum Meteor, right?
Maximum
you got
Meteor.
A problem with that? Yeah.
Are you just say Maximum Meteor can hurt like 15 finger?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't want to be an ass. Yeah, I'm fine with that.
Yeah, and let me think.
Well, you also you know that Jogo's durability kind of sucks, right?
I mean, yeah, I guess compared to Hanami, yeah.
Yeah, and you know Todo was able to hurt Hanami.
Yeah, that's fine. I'm
and
fine
you don't disagree that Todo got stronger after Goodwill, do you?
No, not really.
Cool. Yeah, because like it's in character for him to train and shit. So
yeah, that's fine.
So yeah, Todo. Well, he also got the Black Flash amp too and all that shit. So like, Jogo's durability is like compared to Todo's AP is kind of like ass. So you should be able to just like
not
punch him in.
I feel like Jogo could withstand hits. I don't think that Todo has the necessary capabilities of like one shotting him.
Well, if he's able to harm Hanami, and Hanami is over Jogo by quite a bit in terms of durability. And then Todo gets much stronger after that. No, it definitely is, because here, let me get the statement. Because the statement says that it was either 4 or 5 Black Flashes plus a playful cloud hit would have killed Jogo immediately.
But the statement itself also refers to like Jogo just being fast enough for him not to be hit by them.
Yeah, I'm just talking about durability right now because we already went over speed.
Yeah.
Here, let me see if I have.
I'm just saying like he should just be like faster than Hanami, and if he is, then he's faster than Todo.
Well, Todo got stronger after he fought Hanami, so it doesn't matter.
Stronger doesn't mean faster.
Well, he just overall got like.
Why?
Do you like disagree that like if you're like you like train up, you can like get faster?
Yeah,
like,
yeah, I disagree. If you train up, you get faster.
Well, you already agreed he scaled to Yuji, and Yuji.
Oh yeah.
Starts.
Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, and Yuji is like.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, Yuji's way above his Goodwill version, so. He'd have to have gotten faster.
Go ahead.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he got stronger.
So here's the statement I'm talking about, right? So, if he ever received 5 Itadori's Black Flashes and Todo's Cursed Energy Playful Cloud, he would die instantly, right? Hanami took all of that, plus several other attacks, and he was still able to fight and continue fighting.
Yeah, that's fine.
Yeah, Hanami durability is quite a bit above Jogo.
If my point just goes through, like I don't feel like durability is necessarily like important. He just wins.
What the fuck is we sending?
Give them the fuck. Yeah, all right. Anyways, let me think. I mean, yeah, he can like summon like little like suicide bomb and like fucking like mosquitoes.
Out of those wouldn't matter. If he sent any attacks at Jogo, like any of these like meteors or ranged attacks, Todo would just swap with him. He'd get hit by his own attack.
What do you mean?
Todo would just boogie woogie and swap Jogo for his own attack.
Yeah, I mean,
and then Jogo would get hit by his own attack. So, rip.
I mean, that's assuming that he's fast enough to like react to it.
Does Maximum Meteor have any speed feats? Because last I checked, Maximum Meteor was getting reacted to by Kusakabe and Panda.
Yeah,
so.
like, okay, Maximum Meteor itself could be slow. I'm just talking about the fact that like he will still be inside of the domain, and Maximum Meteor on top of like the fact that you're inside of a fucking volcano, like the temperature will just high to the point where like he just dies. Because it's able to like burn down like an entire. It's high enough to like burn like an entire city or like a town.
Are you talking about how Maximum Meteor blew up a whole town?
Yeah.
Well, it didn't even really blow up a town. It blew up like a couple buildings in Shibuya.
But yeah. And then while like over time, it just like burned everything up. It stated.
Burned everything up? Where? What are you talking about?
Yeah, like in a town, like a little city block. It stated in the data book, but I'm gonna have to like find that skin.
Well, even if that's over time, like again, he would just swap Jogo for it, and then Jogo would get hit. And because Jogo's AP is above his own. Well, no, if Jogo, you know how Jogo's AP is above his durability, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. So if Jogo sends an attack at Todo, and then Todo just swaps Jogo for himself, Jogo gets hit by his own attack, and it kills him.
Yeah, but Jogo, I mean, if the attack itself is too slow for even Panda and Kusakabe to react to, Jogo should be able to dodge it as well.
In most cases, sure, but like, Boogie Woogie's like very disorienting, and he obviously wouldn't be expecting something like that. So,
well, if he sees himself under a fucking meteor, I think he's gonna move out of the way.
Yeah, but Todo can just swap him like right before it hits, and he'd just be surprised because you know how Mahito says it's like incredibly disorienting to get hit by it.
Yeah, that's fine. Yeah, he could still.
And Mahito had intel, and he was still shocked.
Yeah, I think he could still assess the fact that he's slow fucking rock moving at him. He'd be able to
regardless, that would just mean Max Meteor wouldn't be effective, even if Jogo could dodge.
I'm just saying until it lands, it does become effective. But he also has like what's called his blast that are essentially like it's strong enough to even affect like Maki currently. And like
Maki currently? Whoa, based on what? Hold up.
Maki. It's just stated that she's still suffering from the damage.
That doesn't mean that like the AP is enough. It's just like the residual wounds are like still hurting her.
If he's doing damage over time to somebody who's stated to be on like Toji's level.
No, it's not. Right. It's not still doing damage. So like what's happening is like if somebody like gets like what's a good example? Somebody gets like part of their organ like messed up or something, and then they become much more durable. And it's like, wow, I'm still really messed up because my organ's fucked up. That doesn't mean they're like. Whatever messed them up is like still scaling to them. It's just like the residual. Okay. So like, what's it good? If Kid Goku got like shot through the liver or something, right? And it like messed with his liver, and then like as an adult when he's in blue, he's like, wow, that injury from back then is messing with me. That wouldn't mean that like a gun still scales to him. It just means he's not residual effects.
Organs. He's not affecting the internal organs, though. Like
I know it's just an example of like the idea that like the residual damage
was strong. The physical body was strong to begin with, but it became stronger, and it's still affecting her. Like even
it's because she still has wounds.
Bubbles. She should still be physically strong. She should become physically stronger, and a more physical stronger is still being affected by the same hit.
Okay, but she still has. Okay, the reason it's still affecting her is because she still has the wounds. It's not like Jogo's AP still scales.
Yeah. Yeah. What's called? Yeah, I mean, what's his name? Todo doesn't have anything on like 6, 7, like 4 level AP level. Jogo's like on that level of like AP. He would just just use everything. He would just use everything in his arsenal to like.
For the blast, I'd say the same exact thing that they have no speed scaling and Todo can boogie woogie out of them.
The blast is done out of his contact, like he puts his palm on you.
Oh, you're talking about those blasts? I thought you meant his like volcano
Yeah.
blasts. Okay.
No.
Yeah.
Also,
Well,
I mean, speaking about the volcano, you could just put them like behind Todo and shoot them because they're able to even catch like Nobito off guard and Gojo.
they never caught Gojo off guard. What the fuck?
No, they just hit his like infinity. Like he just wasn't hit by them.
Yeah, because
Gojo.
Gojo was like flexing his infinity.
Yeah, but he didn't react to them. I'll just give you the panel. Hold on.
No, I know what you're talking about. Gojo literally like intentionally didn't react to Jogo.
I said, shut up, nigga. I'll give you the panels. Give me a sec.
I'm at the chapter. I can show them to you.
Yeah, thank you. Give me the chapter.
Chapter 14.
You're nice, man. Find it. I think it's 13.
13 is when Jogo first shows up, but he doesn't do anything.
Yes, look in scans.
Oh wait, are you talking about the? Yeah, no, you're right.
Yeah, I'm talking about the volcano, bro. Yeah. So like hits him without him being able to react to it.
Yeah, you know Gojo is constantly getting hit with shit in this fight because he's just intentionally like showing off infinity.
Yeah, no, he's not.
Here's Jogo like running up on him and landing a shot on him.
Gojo literally ducked. Like what
he didn't duck. He gets hit.
Yeah.
We in the next panel we see fire around his head because he got hit by it.
Yeah, he's just saying that what's called physical. He's just saying that attacks himself just doesn't matter because he's got.
Yeah, exactly. Because he's showing off infinity. Jogo isn't having speed feats.
Listen, he can still show off like the infinity, right? But what's it called? He can show off the infinity and like what the fact that it's like the ultimate defense, but that doesn't mean that what's it called? He's intentionally getting hit by the volcano. He didn't see it and he couldn't react to it.
Well, no, I'm showing you that there's other examples where he's clearly getting intentionally hit by attacks.
That's fine, but that's generalization fallacy. My bad.
No, it's not. If I'm showing that he's consistently not dodging attacks throughout this fight, then it would set a precedent for the idea that Gojo is showing off his ability to repel attacks rather than dodging them.
Why does that apply to this case? It could apply to
because it's inductive.
Why?
Because I'm showing examples that set a precedent that he's doing this.
You're showing examples of other cases. Why does it mean that he?
Well, it doesn't mean it's certainly here. But if we look at if we have like 3 examples of something, right, and we're unsure about the third case, and what I'm saying is true in the previous 2 cases, it would set like a probability for the third case to be the same way.
That's still a generalization fallacy.
No, it's not.
We can leave this point to the judge. That's all I got. You got anything else?
I mean, I guess since you just said WinCon, just like shit with Boogie Woogie, just you just said like the blast and shit, right? Like,
no, he'll just use like whatever is in his arsenal, like kick, punch, if necessary to like win the fight. Yeah,
Todo would just use whatever Boogie Woogie he needs to, just punch the shit out of him since he's, way above Hanami durability over Jogo. And Jogo doesn't like immediately use domain and character, so Todo would just kill him before he opens domain. You never you know that like what? Bro,
what?
When we do versus battles, it's in character. What are you talking about?
Yeah, I never agreed to that.
Are you really gonna rat to me like this, bro?
Well, I'm not ratting, I'm just telling you I didn't agree on him being in character.
Okay, but if we're talking about these 2 characters fighting, then obviously we're using the characters themselves.
We're just arguing why character A can be character B. We're not saying that they should be in character.
Okay, but if we're talking about the character of Jogo, then part of his character is the way he acts.
No. Part of his character is what I determine him acting. You're just presupposing that what's called.
What do you mean? What do you mean the way you determine him acting?
I got a controller up his ass. I control how this nigga fights.
You never established that either.
That's fine. I'm telling you that we never made an assertion that he's fighting in character.
Yeah, no, but it would be implicit because if we're saying that this character is this character, right? Like, intelligence would be part of a fight, right? If we're saying not in character, then it would shut the fuck up, Forca. I'm talking, bitch. No, shut the fuck up. No, because you're being a fucking rat right now. If we're talking about 2 characters fighting, intelligence.
Right, the debate is basically over. You can save the recording. Oh, this nigga's spragging, bro. Can somebody save? Somebody save the thing. Somebody save it. Yeah, thank you. All right.